Menu narration option is set to off.
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The second active leading rusher in the NFL, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They run again on first down. Peterson. Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Inside. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Haskins throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24-20.
He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The 3rd year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the 29, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Be ready, be ready. Go, go. Mike 51.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Mike 50, huh? Check tight end, check tight. Check 30. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Tighten up. Pull it together.
And again, it's Rodgers. Now he's forced out right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Haskins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
258. Go on. Come on, D. Hey, check right. Watching your 5. He can't hang.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
55.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boy.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd and 11.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right 51, right 51. Here we go, here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
You got nothing today.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even. They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
Well, I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Box it. Jump out. There's a part of that. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
We got 6 all day.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Raekwon McMillan in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Peterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go now. Time to end it. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now at Lambeau, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Davis now to return it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Rodgers works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Where'd he go? Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Second down, Haskins. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Set, hut, 6-yard. Here I come. Hut, go.
From midfield now, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Set,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, Thompson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Haskins on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Packers' 23-yard line.
Down. Go to base. 51. Let's go, let's go.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.